'Twas the night before Christmas, the stadium lay still. No flicks on the pitch, not a move, all was chill. But the figures stood ready, the pitch felt just right, awaiting Gasbbuteo to light up the night. When out on the screen, a familiar sight, a Gasbbuteo upload, pure tabletop delight, with tactics, formations and errors sometimes too. Each game told a story, each moment rang true. So flick away footballers, let Christmas begin, with goals on the nylon and a cheer for the win. From the Gasbbuteo channel, festive and true, Merry Christmas, Buteo fans, and a good flick to you.
I see everywhere around the fairies of December. Can you feel the joy when Santa Claus has come to town? Can you feel the joy when Santa Claus has come to
Okay, hello, welcome to the Christmas Eve special of Gasbbuteo League 2025, where we have match 33 of Gasbbuteo League, which involves Norwich City taking on NAC Breda. Interesting little match this is going to be. Could this change the table? I think so, yes. So, shall we crack on with it? Let's take the Fox's Glacier Mint off the pitch. Fox's Glacier Mint off the pitch t-shirts are available on Big Blue Mastiff, the only place where you can get Gasbbuteo merchandise. That was a little thing, wasn't it? What do they call it? Where you promote your own promote your own stuff. Anyway, Merry Christmas everyone. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's do this. Right, Norwich. Ball straight up there. They try and twirl round to it, end up chatting to a copper on a horse. Not sure that's ever a good idea. NAC Breda, slide right back. Very slidey, those lads today. So, Norwich, missed the ball. Everyone's finding their feet first half. Often you get that in Gasbbuteo League. This lad's moving forward. Should we slide on? Oh, God, if he got an hand on that or a foot on that. That could have been something dangerous. Nonetheless, he is down here ready to pounce. Booted up the pitch by Norwich. Not sure what they were trying to achieve there, but what they got out of it was an NAC goal kick. Tapped on by that midfielder, sort of striker, sort of position player there. He's a little bit forward. I don't know what they... that classes as in the Gasbbuteo triangle. Could go either way. So, bring the keeper across. Norwich. Oh, God. If he got a little slice on that, there is a chance he could have powered it through. Always take your chances, kids. Always take your chances. Where we go wrong here is, that's a bit of an overpowered shot as well. What's going on? The lads have got a lot of energy today. So that's a goal kick, right. That fella's sliding neatly on. I love how these Raptors slide when they've got some wobbly polish on them. Really seems to work together well. All Norwich players on. He's going to move offside, technically. Well, completely. And it's a Norwich goal kick. Now, we have to stand him up. We have got to be careful here because NAC have found themselves to be fairly feared so far in Gasbbuteo League. It's just the accuracy of them. They seem to be a different league, you know, a different sort of standard of play. Oh! Power shot into the back of the Norwich net. There's absolutely no stopping that. That was basically a bullet. And that, of course, opens the score with Norwich City 0, NAC Breda 1. Now, I'm going to ask you all here now to stop and think, bearing in mind how these Raptor bases react towards other types of figures, what the final score is going to be. Obviously, I ain't got a clue. There's no sort of planning on scores here at all. Nothing around here is rigged. It just falls how it falls. So you have a little think now, while you watch the replay, what the final score is going to be. Standard of play. Oh! And we see. Okay, Norwich have the kickoff. 7:37 left on the clock in the first half. Already they are 1-0 down. The Norwich figures are, of course, popular with some because they are the only genuine Sabuteo heavyweight team in Gasbbuteo League this year. We do like to, when I do Gasbbuteo League, I do like to get a mix. So, you know, there's kind of one of everything. That didn't touch him, by the way. He's about a millimetre away from it. Oh, God, if he could have slid up there, he could have chipped that over his base. And there's a half-decent chance he could have scored a goal. But rocked all over the place. Brought forward a little bit. Oh, nice little tap on. Another little tap. Breda. Oh, shot on goal. Luckily, it was just millimetres wide. Otherwise, the real football rot could have set in. Right, Norwich now. Neatly tap forward. That's a beautiful little ball forward by Norwich. All he need to do now is get a little tap on that. He got his head to the ball. And he went for the goal. Ended up in the stands, taking out one of the Raytons. I think that was Rich Goodwin he took out, manager of the Raytons, with the camera. And the ball was given away to NAC Breda. Miraculously, I don't think any of those players touched that ball then. So this is a Norwich ball. And I tell you what, that keeper's going to come over here because miraculous things can happen. Now that must have bounced off an NAC Breda base. So that should be, with all reasonable doubt, a corner to Norwich. Right, they're moving two of their players there. NAC respond by putting a couple of players there. Right, corner. 5:32 on the clock. Oh, grossly overpowered. And let's be honest, if it wasn't the trophy there, that would have rolled out. So that is definitely a throw into NAC Breda. Norwich moving a couple of players a little bit back. NAC Breda moving in back. This guy's going to take the throw in. And they're sliding a chap forward. What ho, old chap. Oh, come on. There's too much overpower going on here. I need to temper it down a little bit. So, Norwich, throw in. Let's see, where are they going? Do they want to go safe or danger? Let's try danger. Oh, that could have worked out. If it just nestled in front of that fella, he could have taken a shot on goal. Let's move the keeper there. It is now NAC's ball. And they're moving. He's run out of flicks. This fella. Oh, he was on target, just didn't quite make it. Now, Norwich. Oh dear, stumbled. That is a concern. Now, always the worry here is, do you want to tap and get in an accurate position and just want to belt it? Belt it. Oh, that's a goal for NAC Breda. You know what? People did say to me about these bases on here, you know, when you start playing with these, it changes the game. They're not wrong. 0-2. Just want to belt it. Belt it. Okay, 4:05 left on the clock in the first half. Norwich trailing 0-2 to NAC Breda. Okay, so kick off again for Norwich. I'm afraid, Norwich, you're just going to have to take your chances where you can. Oh dear, that was most definitely a feet first foul. Somehow chipped himself over the ball. So woes continue. That's now Norwich on a warning. Funny enough, I just realised I've forgotten about this. In the summer, Norwich did play NAC Breda because I was going to go and watch it. So that was at Carrow Road. NAC Breda came over and played a match with them. I can't remember no one quote me on this, but I think, did Norwich win there? I don't know. But yeah, I was going to go and get tickets and stand in the away end, effectively. Ooh! NAC matching matching the fouls in kind there. Let's move a couple of players back. He's having a word with him. Stand him up. So this is a match that has happened in real life. Neatly done to the feet of that Norwich player. Tap. Tap. I wondered where he was going with that then. It was a little bit too much. Tap again. Come on, lads. Stumbled over. That now is an NAC ball. They're going to have to be fairly skillful just to clip onto that without quite almost there. Now, they're going to... He did get that, so that's... They've rescued it. Norwich have rescued it. Did they give that away? Did that glance off there? I don't know if it did. I'm going to give Norwich the benefit of the doubt there. I don't think that glanced off, but they couldn't get down to it anyway. Now, NAC, keeper off, keeper on. All that business. Punted up the pitch is still an NAC ball, although I'm not sure. They couldn't quite... Everyone's a bit cautious because both teams are on a warning now, so they don't want to get into yellows and reds. No one likes seeing that. Oh, he's missed. A lot of missing with these heavyweights. Hats off to old school Gasbbuteo players that are really good with heavyweights. I do prefer them to lightweights, but oh, that ball was a little bit chaotic. That must have hit a Norwich player, so it's got to be a Norwich ball. So we're saying it's a Norwich, not a goal kick, but the goalkeeper's taking control of it. He could have done with putting that a little bit further. Oh, so that's a throw in. Tap on, throw in to NAC Breda. Now Norwich, get some defenders down there. They're spreading out. This guy's going to take the throw in. Bit of a worry, I suppose, for what I'm looking to do is bounce it off that fella so it rolls just in front of him. Well, you're not going to do that like that. Referee, out the way. Well, it is still... Oh, so they just shut that... I mean, that looks like it's marginally still in play, but it did roll a little bit that way. So I'm saying that's a throw into Norwich there. Give Norwich a lot of benefit of doubt here. Why am I doing that? But no, fair's fair. So these two chaps moving up there. I don't have any... Oh, we've run out of time. Wow, turn that horrible noise off. That went quickly. So it is a throw-in, and we have got a minute of stoppage time. So, because we've had 2 goals. So let's clear that. So 1 minute of stoppage. Norwich have a throw-in, and of course they have possession. Let's get on with this, run around there as best as I can. Very neatly done. Is this a chance for Norwich to get one back? Let's see. Ooh, punched away by the keeper. So it is a corner to Canaries. NAC Breda moving a couple back. He's moving forward. He's moving forward. Oh, another throw in to Norwich. Quickly going to take it. They're running out of time. They're sending. Oh, I don't know what was happening here with him. Oh, they're stumbling all over the place. Getting a bit nervous. Possibly the worst place they could have put that out of all the options. But they have got a man here who's going to steam in and completely miss the ball. And that looks like it brings us to the end of the first half of match 33 of Gasbbuteo League, where we go into the break. Norwich City 0, NAC Breda 2. Time for a bit of half-time refreshment. This Christmas Eve, I don't even know what time it is. What is it, afternoon? I think it must be about 2 o'clock. I'm not too sure, I haven't got my watch on me. Anyway, let's refresh. All this running about has warmed me up. In fact, the temperature here has gone up to, what's that, 9 degrees. I don't know if that's, is that me running about? Anyway, I'm afraid I'm going to have to decant the old, what's it called, Mitre Sabuteo top. I mean, Mitre sent me this a couple of years ago. And it's very nice of them for now. Just had an email off a random lady one day, said, can we send you one of these? And I went, what do you want for it? And they went, nothing, just have it. So I was like, sound. Anyway, so 2-0, or 0-2 I should say. NAC Breda have got the kick-off in the second half. Let's swap the goalkeepers over. If you've never watched this before, no, these are exactly the same, but I do swap them over. Just seems right to do so. Swap the keeper over. Australian keepers are playing for Norwich, so they will go there. Have another sip of energy juice and we'll crack on with it. Merry Christmas. Okay, welcome back to the second half of Gasbbuteo League match 33. I'm running out of refreshment. That's a bit of a disaster because I don't think I've got another bottle anywhere. Although, to be fair, there's plenty of other things they can be destroying my liver with. So, let's not worry too much. There's worse problems in the world. So, going to kick off. A lot of so's going on here. So, should we get on with it? 10 minutes on the clock. I said 10 minutes on the clock. Thank you. NAC Breda got the kick off. It did cross the line. Oh, God, I tell you what, they were lucky that. Oh, my God! Lucky? They don't need luck. This is almost unfair, I think, with these Raptors. I think in future Gasbbuteo leagues we may have to consider involvement of Raptors in this because it's just too easy. They're too accurate and they've got too much power behind them. Also, because they're flat, they can chip over other players. So, I mean, they're in this year, but it's just the way it is. But 0-3 to NAC Breda. Wow. Oh my God! Lucky. Okay, so Norwich have the ball now for a kick-off. 9:48 left on the clock. This feels a little bit like some of the Bristol Rovers games that have occurred recently. Unbelievable, really. I can't get over, if you've never used Raptors before, I mean, get some. It's difficult until you use them to understand how much easier it makes playing Sabuteo. No wonder they have some like old school figures and heavyweight tournaments only sort of matches going on at these tournaments. But 9:48. I know Steve Toy, God bless him. Hello Steve, how you getting on? I haven't seen Steve for a while. Need to catch up with him, but I've been so busy with work and everything. Things have slipped by the wayside. But Steve, hope you're having a very Merry Christmas. I'll probably message you on Christmas Day anyway. But he uses a lot of these. That's probably why you win so many matches against me. Because he uses them. No other reason. There's no other reason why he would beat me at all. But anyway, there we go. 9:48 on the clock. Norwich have the ball. Norwich can't mess about. They've just got to take their shots. And I know that's probably not going to be the most entertaining match, but they've got to do something here to stop the rot. So that came off a NEC Breda player. So it is a corner to Norwich. Not really sure what they can do down here because none of their players have developed into any decent positions. They're going safe. I think that's probably the best option. Go safe, control the ball, and take your chances where you can. Now, neatly done by Norwich. Pass forward, working their way round. There's a player there. Now, if I can be a bit crafty, I couldn't. I was trying to nudge that onto that player that's on the line. I mean, look, come on. This actually is quite flattering to to some of you. I mean, look. I mean, I'm not even that good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I did miss that. It's almost so ridiculous, you know. It's comical. I mean, look, that's me. So, right. So, I mean, you know what? If I took a shot there, I'm not unconvinced that it wouldn't go in. No, he didn't take it. He went for it to tap it across a bit more. It does mean it's Norwich's ball. Oh, shock, stumble. So, NAC Breda. Oh! I mean, that ball did move, so they must have touched that. And I didn't see it go on any other players. So, NAC Breda again. Tapped across. Oh, luckily, these Norwich players are blocking that. Otherwise, someone could have steamed in and done some damage. Is this chap going to... No, he's missed it. Now, Norwich, come on, you've got to get out of this. Well done. And Norwich, I sort of figured Norwich would be in a good team in Gasbbuteo League this year, but it's starting to feel like every team that plays NAC Breda is an underdog. So, interesting. So, goal kick to Norwich. Lambs to the slaughter. They're going to take... Oh no, what am I doing? Keeper takes that. Keeper takes goal kicks, doesn't he? Is that right? So, pass there. Oh, that was an error. Luckily, he slid on by. Sliding home for Christmas. Do, 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 do. Oh dear, mistake. Error. Error. They're actually going to go over there. Keeping control. Move the referee out of the way. Ooh, he's missed it. Right, these are heavyweights, so allegedly, yes, look at that. That's actual Gasbbuteo playing that. You don't see a lot of that here. Right, keeper across. Is this a chance for Norwich? He's got one more flick on the ball. Oh. So a little bit of Gasbbuteo playing. That will keep everyone happy. Like to try. Booted up the pitch, and it did go to his man, but possession was very much given away. If that had landed on his feet, then that could have been something else. Oh, look at that. They're playing Gasbbuteo now. Can he get behind that? He can. So it is Norwich's ball. Can't have two keepers on the pitch. Stumbled. In fact, come across, because I don't trust them. Now that is a Norwich ball. Got his head to it. Come on. He didn't then though, unfortunately. Ooh, luckily. Oh God, that was close. That was close. If that hadn't tapped onto his base. Oh no. I mean, I know it's Christmas, Norwich, but come on, just giving it away. Another goal for NAC Breda. I mean, it's not even a surprise anymore, is it? Norwich 0, NAC Breda 4. God, what's going to happen when they're playing like Dogwood or someone? Hey! Another goal. Okay, so 4:45 left on the clock. 4 minutes to play. A minute of stoppage. I think we've got a minute. Norwich losing 0-4. Oh, God, I don't like making predictions on it here because it's almost like I'm suggesting what it's going to be, and then I don't want anyone to think that I sort of rig it, which I certainly do not. But I don't know. I can see higher numbers here just by the way that they're all playing. Anyway, 4:45, Norwich. Well done. He can't flick that because went for a shot but couldn't get through the Gasbbuteo triangle. You've got like some of the best sort of playing figures, if you like, versus undoubtedly the best Subbuteo team formation in the world, developed here at Gasbbuteo Stadium. Without argument. Right, that is in their half. Norwich, free kick to NAC Breda, which means Norwich are now on a yellow. Where's that chap hiding in shame? There he is. Not sure that was needed. That was also a tap. So it hit him first. That's a free kick to Norwich. Like for like, so both teams on a yellow. It makes it easier for me to remember. Oh, beautifully done. Norwich being very cautious with this ball. Come on. Oh, come on. Didn't touch it. Now. NAC can't score from there. Oh, and they've just made a mistake. Could this be a chance for Norwich to get something out of this game? He's going to just flick it at an angle like that so it chips over there. Hopefully this fellow will guide it in. Oh, just went wide. But at least that's an opportunity. We're seeing a bit of Norwich fire. Right. That was way overpowered. Luckily, those players chilled it out. Now, Norwich have got to be really careful here because they've got very few people in defence. Now, he's moved into defence, but of course we've got these Breda Devils. Unstoppable. Keepers in the middle. Oh, corner to NAC Breda. Norwich stumbling their way down the pitch. Ow! Copper just bloody attacked me. Are they Breda going to move anyone there? Yeah, there and there. NAC. Oh, now luckily for NAC, that tapped onto that Norwich player, and that's broken the ball free. This could be a great opportunity for him. Let me just lean in front of that camera. If they can get down there without skipping over it, be calm. Oh yes, it's a goal for Norwich. At last, some sort of reprieve from him. 1:27 left on the clock. Norwich finally get something on the scoreboard. Norwich City 1, NAC Breda 4. Christmas Eve goal fest. Be calm. Oh yes! Okay, 1:27 left on the clock. We already know that there's going to be a minute and a half of stoppage. So what I'm going to do is just round that up to 3 minutes, and then that's it. Otherwise, this could go on forever and ever and ever. I know that's a little bit different from what we normally do. But if we just say a flat 3 minutes, so that's normal time and stoppage combined. Even if there's more goals now, we'll just leave it at that, all right? Right, I'm a little bit blocked up. Shall we get on with it, ladies and gentlemen? Although I do appreciate the demographic is overwhelmingly 99.8% gentlemen. But nonetheless, it's 2025. There may be some ladies watching this, so hope you're all having a very Merry Christmas wherever you are, or whoever you are. Let's get on with it. 3 minutes. NEC Breda. Oh, I mean, look, you know, it's almost unfair, isn't it? I mean, look at that. I went through there. You know, it's unbelievable. Right. So, Norwich couldn't get to that ball. NEC Breda, unsurprisingly, do manage to. Tap around. Has he got another flick? No, he's done with flicks. This guy slides down, passes it back to him. He's going to go up there. They're trying to get around this ball. They're sort of on the wrong side of it. Now this chap. Ooh! Just short. A little bit of a lucky break. Not a lucky break for Norwich. Tap. Keeper. Ooh! Hit that defender and the goalkeeper. So that is a Norwich ball. They're going to get their keeper to take that because it's in the penalty box. Anyone watching this that plays Gasbbuteo, I know that's not a rule. It is here. Just deal with it. Oh, nice little attempt. Can Norwich get down there for it? Norwich! Oh! I gave him a bit of a chance there, to be fair. But now we do have to put the keeper, and it is still their ball. Both teams better be careful because they're on yellow. Can this fella get through? No. Although that was fairly accurate. So let's get them chaps. A little bit of excitement there. A little bit of a hope for Norwich. Ball through. Given back to Norwich straight away. Is there a bit of fight coming into him now that we haven't seen all match? A bit late, I think, for that, lads, to be honest. Given away to NEC Breda. I won't mind going to see NEC Breda. Obviously, if I do that at some point in the future, I will video it for you. Bit of pace. Oh, look at this. Norwich suddenly coming alive. How are they going to get round here? Spin round. Oh, good attempt, but didn't quite make it. And that goes out. So that's a corner to Norwich now. Feels like NEC Breda are a little bit on a half back foot. Is that a thing? Can they do something? No. Keep her off, keep her on. That's the end of the second half of Gasbbuteo League. Match ended. Norwich City 1, NEC Breda 4. And I'll be honest with you, I think it could have been more. Okay, so perhaps a unsurprising win for NEC Breda there. But sometimes it does feel a little bit cruel. I felt that in the last NEC match. You have to excuse me. It's as soon as you stop running around the table, it does chill out a little bit in here. So yeah, a couple of the last matches, I know both NEC Breda, the team in Gasbbuteo League, and the bases are new here. But, you know, you sort of joke around saying, oh, they're a force to be reckoned with kind of thing. But, yeah, I mean, it really does feel playing with those bases like it's an unfair game. You know, it's tanks brought to a knife battle. You know what I mean? It's that sort of thing. It's not even like marginally different. It's completely different. Now, if you had two Raptor teams playing each other, obviously that would balance things out and it would make for an amazing game to watch because they're just so much more accurate, they're just so much more level. You can just get some amazing shots out of them where they chip under the ball and, you know, it leaps over defensive players and gets in the back of the net. And even if you manage to hit them sort of straight on, the power behind them is something ridiculous. So I don't know. You let me know your thoughts about them. It does. I mean, I've said this before. It feels unfair when you're playing with them. You know, it feels like it's almost like a foregone conclusion. But nonetheless, in terms of Gasbbuteo League, that's just the way it is. We didn't know that until we started. In NEC Breda 4, Norwich 1. That's not going to do NEC Breda any harm at all. And I don't know if they carry on as they are. I just think they're going to be in that top 2. They're going to be playing in the final. And you know, I keep saying this. I'm not rigging this. It's just the way they play. It just makes it so easy to be so good, if you see what I mean. Anyway, so that's that. Now, moving on. Next match, by the way, will be match 34 of Gasbbuteo League. Should be beneath me now. Keep you informed on that. And then we are rattling through them, so that's quite good that we're getting to the end of it. But there is something I wanted to say which is actually quite serious, much more serious than all this nonsense I pump out. And that is, tomorrow, it is very genuinely Christmas Eve here now as I film this, very genuine about that. I haven't done this in advance. I don't know when you're watching it, but it is Christmas Eve here. Now, Christmas time, in a way, I'm quite lucky with things like Christmas time in that I'm the sort of individual that's quite happy, obviously, to spend time on my own. You know, I often joke around with my friends and you know, I totally believe this, and I think they believe it, and certainly my wife believes it. That if you drop me in the Arctic tundra or on a desert island or in the middle of a forest where I had no way of getting to see other human beings, as long as they had a couple of decent tools with me for survival, I'd be all right. You know what I mean? I'm all right. I'm pretty handy with doing things. I don't mind being on my own. You know, I'd survive. But, and that means, so things like Christmas, although I'm doubly lucky or blessed, I suppose, that I've got my own family that I could go and visit, although they do live a while away. In Bristol, I've got all Mrs. Gasbuteo's family, who are very, you know, close-knit, and, you know, they're very welcoming. And so I've always got someone to hang around with. And even if I didn't, I'd be all right anyway. But, and the point I'm trying to get at here, is there's some people out there that don't have people, and they're not so good on their own. Now, if that is you, I just want to say, if you're watching these videos and you're feeling a bit sort of down about Christmas, having no one, I do hope these videos give you at least a little bit of a connect with someone else. I know they're often ridiculous, but if they're helping you get through a period of the year where you're not feeling great and it's just enough just to push you through, then that is good enough for me to keep producing them. I will keep producing them. And if if you're that sort of person that's watching this and you're just thinking, oh, thank God there's someone out there, I can watch this, I hope this keeps going, then sound. If you need someone to chat to, I'm probably not the best person, to be honest with you. But there is a great community of Gasbbuteo people slowly coming together. And if you write anything in the comments, you don't have to tell us what you're thinking. You can do if you want, but you don't have to. If you just need a hello or a chat or a reply, then write something in the comments. And what I always encourage other Gasbbuteo community members to do is just answer people, have a chat. You know, we're trying to build a community. It's a very small niche community, but nonetheless, you know, there is Gasbbuteo people on the outside that would be happy to chat to you, probably happy to invite you to games. And if that helps in any way, shape or form, gets you through it, then that makes me very happy. You know, it makes it worthwhile for me. All right. So do not struggle on your own. If you are on your own, reach out, talk to people, and let's just get through it. Remember, it's only 24 hours, 48 hours with Boxing Day on the outside, and then everything gets back to normal. All right. Anyway, so that's that. If you want help, you want chat, say hello, and we'll have a chat. Probably not to me, because I'm going to say I'm shit at answering anything. I'm rubbish at answering emails or texts or anything. And I think the better one out of me and my family. So my brother, it's a good job I don't mind being on my own, because my brother, you'll send him a text and you will get nothing back for 6 months. Anyway, so but yeah, in all seriousness, if you are struggling to get through this time of year and you're on your own and you don't like it, then just talk to one of us. I will probably be online at some point over Christmas, or at least I'll be able to check my phone. I'll certainly be able to check the messages, drop something in there, and that's the way it is. Okay, anyway, with that out of the way, I do hope you have, all of you, a very Merry Christmas. I was planning on doing a Gasbbuteo League match for Christmas Day. Honestly, don't know if I've got the time to do it. Boxing Day, Rovers are on, so I might do a few little bits of film from that. But if I don't see you over the Christmas period, hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for watching. Please do let the videos run, because the reason this channel is not monetized is because it's not that we haven't got the viewers, we have got the viewers. It's not that I don't do the videos, I do the videos. The problem that's holding it back from being monetized is watch hours. So we're always short of watch hours. I think it's something like, I can't even remember what it is, but whenever I look at the analytics, we're always short of the watch hours. So, cough. Mostly got rid of it, but it's back. So if you want to help the channel in any way, shape or form, and you want it to continue so it'll be better, bear in mind that I do struggle getting the time to do it. I'd love it if I could, I'll be honest with you, and I'll say this, it's my little Christmas thing. I'd love it if I had a YouTube channel that was self-funding, so that, I didn't have to waste 40 hours a week in my normal job, which I'll be very clear about this, I do see as a waste of time. I mean, it pays my bills, sure, but I could be doing so much more and sort of tapping into my own creativity and that. And I know the sort of view around being a content creator, but something I could do, and certainly something that I could really push this channel to be, if we just had those watch hours and I could start monetizing it. It's never going to make me a millionaire, not Gasbbuteo. But it'd be useful if we had a little bit of help, because then I could get a bit of the advertising revenue to go and do some of the other things, like pay for going and watch different football matches. And I do appreciate that's me getting a free football match, but that's the way it is. Now, 2026, I'm not going to tell you what the plans are for 2026 yet, because I could do a separate video about it. But I have got plans, and I know I've asked some of you on the YouTube channel comments and in the Facebook group, what you want to see. I know some of you said you'd like to see a bit more of the stadium build. That's why I've done quite a lot of these matches, because 2026, I've got something that I've wanted to build on here for a long time, really from the start, and I'm really looking forward to having a bit of time to be able to do that. It's going to be a bit of a scenery thing, so much like the Riverside End, and also there's a lot of things here which over the last few years have gone a bit tatty, which I need to repair. I know someone mentioned about the fence at the back of the Blue and White Stadium. Basically it fell off and it's here, so I need to glue that back. There's a couple of things here, so I want to make this so it looks like the Thatcher's End in Bristol Rovers, with a little clock and a right amount of Thatcher's signs on it. And there's a couple of other little things. We need to finish Bow's Corner, a few other bits and pieces that we need to do that I'd really like to get on with. And the only reason I haven't got on with them is because I'm trying to juggle real life and all the, not just work, but all the things I've got to do around the house and down the woods, etc., with doing Gasbbuteo League and doing that, and something's got to give somewhere. So hopefully 2026 we'll be able to get on with that. But anyway, I'm waffling. Have a very Merry Christmas. Up the gas!
Can